Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm kalikaiz and today we're playing Goblin Storm. This deck is powered by this specific card, Brightstone Ritual. It says add red for each goblin on the battlefield. Now this is a relatively old card. It's from Onslaught originally, and we're going to combine that by having tons of mana and drawing a bunch of cards. So Distant Melody is really sweet. It's used in elves mostly. It says choose a creature type, draw a card for each permanent you control of that type. So we're going to spam goblins on the table, draw our deck, and attack, and then bushwhack our opponent for lethal. So we've got 12 rituals in the deck, actually, with Rite of Flame, 4 Brightstone Ritual, 4 Namesticker Goblin. And what's really cool about this deck is actually the previous version of the deck that I was playing 4 Manamorphose. But we don't have to play Manamorphose anymore because new card Reckless Lackey says sacrifice it, draw a card, and create a treasure token. So that way we actually have still 8 ways to get blue mana with Lotus Petal and Reckless Lackey. So the thing that's the balance in this deck is like how many lands to play, how many rituals to play, how many goblins to play. But what I like about this version of it is that we're playing all 1-drops. We're not playing any 2-drop dragon fodder nonsense. We're just going to look for a hand that makes a bunch of mana, draws a bunch of cards, and it's going to win the game. We can potentially win as early as turn 2. It's pretty unreliable. This is more like a turn 3 or 4, maybe between turn 3 and 5 deck, but it is wicked sweet when you actually get to go off because you get to draw your entire deck. It's really fun. So for the sideboard, we're trying to do stuff where we just work on like getting through or stopping our opponent from stopping us. So I've got 3 End the Festivities in the main deck, or in the sideboard, to like clear the ground, maybe like to stop elves from going off earlier than us. 4 Pyroblast. I want 4 Pyroblast here. And then, so Pyroblast for blue decks, 1 Flaring Pain for strands. If we're actually winning and going off, we're going to draw our deck anyway, so the Flaring Pain we only need a 1 of. And then 4 Goblin Caves to deal with sweeper decks, like basically black decks like Gardens. And then we have 3 Mutagenic Growths for a Lightning Bolt style deck. So if you play your Namesticker Goblin, they Lightning Bolt it, you can Mutagenic in response to keep it alive and then keep going. So this is basically a new work in progress version of the deck. I got inspired by Teasdale, who I'll link in the description below, but he was like, hey, you've been playing Goblin Storm lately? And I have been running this deck a ton in solitaire, thinking about it a ton, so hopefully it'll be just as fun in the league as it has been in testing. Remember that this video is brought to us by cardmarket.com, the largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards in Europe. So check them out if you want to build a battle box and get this sweet deck. And I will see you in the matches. Oh, don't forget, check out the Patreon, which is patreon.com/kalikaiz, for sideboard guides and information on familiars, Ultratron, other stuff, Poison Storm. And make sure to like and subscribe. Really appreciate that. Look for new Pondering Pauper coming out soon. We've just been scheduling it. And I'll see you in the matches. Okay, match 1, we're on the play. Let's see what we can handle. We've got Brightstone Ritual Melody, a couple of Ren's Resolves. I feel like I'm going to keep this one, and hopefully that'll work out. So right now we're just looking for goblins, but we can turn to a Ren's Resolve and see what our opponent's up to. Just kind of set up for a little while, and that helps that we're on the play there. They play a Baron Moor, so probably Cycle Storm. I guess I'm going to play the Sandstone Needle here. They're cycling an Ash Barrens, getting an island. So we want to try to make them, like we want to go for it on our turn 4, probably. So let's, okay, we have a Namesticker Goblin, which is awesome. Ren's Resolve, see if we hit a land. Did not hit a land. So let's go land, Ren's Resolve again. We found the Kuldotha. So I think on our next turn we're going to win. Let's see. Pass the turn. Okay, so can our opponent win on our turn 3? They cycle an Imposing Vantasaur. I think it's probably unlikely. 3 mana. Okay, let's do it. All right. We're tapping all of our mana. We're going to go Rite of Flame. Play Namesticker Goblin. Okay. We make 6 mana. Synthesizer. So we get a card off the Synthesizer. we get another Kuldotha. So I can Kuldotha the Synth. Get another card. Reckless Impulse is good. Let's just hit this Ren's Resolve or whatever first. Draw some cards. We have 4 mana available. Let's Kuldotha this land. Play out our Tomb Raider. Play a Bushwhacker. And then we're going to Brightstone Ritual. Make a ton of mana. We have 9 mana right now. We can draw 6, 7, 8, 9 cards, or go 2, draw 2, and then go for it after that. We're doing the thing. They're definitely dead here. Okay. Let's play the Namesticker Goblin. I don't necessarily need to play the Mountain because a Great Furnace might be better for me. So I'll play the Lotus Petal here. Blue, Distant Melody. We're going to draw 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. Sweet. Okay. Alright, play the Great Furnace. Tap it. Write a Flame. Okay, I'm going to do Yield through this turn. We'll go Namesticker Goblin. I just want to do as much damage as possible right now. Let's play the cards. Tomb Raider, Ren's Resolve. We're storming. We are storming. Play the Lackey. Okay. I could sacrifice the Lackey, but let's just kill our opponent now. Okay, Bushwhacker into Bushwhacker. And let's see how much we can deal. Here we coming in. They're gonna scoop? No. Okay. Ready. Let's go. Send. So this is gonna be a 0 sideboard matchup. No sideboarding. They could have... Well, I guess I can sideboard in 1 Flaring Pain just in case. They might have Darkness. Let's bring that in. Our opponent was excited to see that. So we can maybe trim a land. Or we could trim a Bushwhacker. Opponent chatting it up. They said they didn't know there was a Goblin Ritual. I feel like the cards I'm considering cutting are Bushwhacker, maybe 1 Rite of Flame. So the Rite of Flame does help us power out our deck. Bushwhacker's kind of medium as a singleton, right? So let's just cut that. Or we could cut a land. I'm just going to cut the Bushwhacker. Okay, so I'm going to keep this hand, even though it's a bit of a risk. Let's keep this. The Flaring Pain is definitely a mull to 6 already, but it could be useful. And if I draw another land, I can get there. Our opponent mulligans to 5. I doubt that they have something like Hydroblast in a Cycle Storm deck. I would expect more like the Darkness or something. Swamp or Duress, I guess. Okay, so we can turn 1 Kuldotha the Lotus Petal, and then turn 2 we can go Brightstone, Sticker Goblin, Reckless Impulse, Bushwhacker. That might be worth it. Let's just Kuldotha right here and pass the turn. So this is going to pressure them quite a bit. Of course, if they have a Duress, I'm going to be pretty hosed. They cycle an Architects of Will. Cycle Vantasaur. Plays a Baron Moor, that's a tap land. What is our draw? Ren's Resolve. So I'm going to go Brightstone Ritual into Sticker Goblin. So 5 mana, let's Reckless Impulse. Okay, can we win the game? I can play a Bushwhacker, Ritual for 5 mana again, and Ren's Resolve. Oh, I can also go kick the Bushwhacker right now. So this is 10 damage, 11 damage. Brightstone Ritual, Ren's Resolve. Looking for another creature. Let's play Synthesizer. Okay. Mountain. I think this probably wins the game. Namesticker Goblin. If we make 5 mana, we get to Synthesizer here. And Bushwhacker again. That was killer! Boom! Turn 2! Hiya! Sweet! We'll see you in round 2. We're here in round 2 on the play again versus Iliad. Okay, we've got some Brightstone Rituals and 1 Lackey. I think I'm going to keep this. We have Sandstone Needle into turn 2 Synthesizer, see what's going on. We're going to try to Synthesizer for lands or something. Get those synthesizers out. And then we're looking kind of for Kuldotha Rebirth. I'll do this. No possible play. Yield all. Play the Sandstone Needle. Pass the turn. I mean, maybe there's merit to playing out the Lotus Petal on turn 1. Our opponent plays a Mountain, so they're probably Burn or Borrow Synth. We find a Kuldotha. That's nice. We can Synthesizer. Find a Mountain again. Play the Mountain. So I can Kuldotha right now, and then I have a bunch of mana. Or I can just Lackey and attack. I think Lackey plus attack makes the most sense because it is going to give me more mana on the next turn plus a land drop. They might bolt it. They don't. They take the 1. Let's see what our opponent's going to do here. Mountain, Great Furnace. Plays a Lackey of their own, so it is confirmed to be burn. No attacks from the opponent. Find a Sticker Goblin. It's a little bit risky to just slam that right now, so I'm going to Kuldotha the Synthesizer and see what we get. Reckless Impulse. So we have 4 mana right now. Brightstone Ritual is going to make a ton of mana, so I think I'm okay burning this needle to Reckless Impulse right now. Double Tomb Raider. I'm going to pass the turn. So what we're looking at is, hopefully they tap out. I don't know why they would. We go like Brightstone Ritual, Tomb Raider, Brightstone Ritual, Synthesizer. They play a Tomb Raider of their own after playing a Blast Runner. 3 cards in hand. No attacks. Alright, we can just go double Tomb Raider. I'm just setting up for as much as possible, basically. Let's see what our opponent is going to do. They're going to bolt a Tomb Raider, it looks like. 2 cards in hand. So right now we're looking for a Distant Melody, I guess, or more card draw. They Chain Lightning another Tomb Raider. We're back to 4 creatures in play. Plays a Voldaren Epicure, 1 card in hand. I'm going to expect that they don't have a Lightning Bolt in hand, or they would have just, like, maybe they... Okay, they're going to Kuldotha Rebirth here. So next turn is my turn to try to do something. Oh! This adds 1 mana for each goblin on the battlefield. I'm going to have so much mana. Oh my goodness. I forgot about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Sick. Alright, they're getting in. We take 5. Alright, let's see if we can get something done. Let's go. So I don't know if I want to burn the ritual or not. So how good is it to... I guess I probably do want to burn the ritual. Play the Synthesizer. Come on, Melody. Find a Ren's Resolve. Let's cast that. Time to chain. Tomb Raider and a Needle. Tomb Raider. Let's crack the Synthesizer. Another Lackey. You can play Name Sticker Goblin. Play the Lackey. Brightstone Ritual again. Draw a card. So we've used 2 Brightstone Rituals. There's the Melody. Okay. Distant Melody. We get to draw 4, 5, 6. Goblin. Okay. Let's play another Sticker Goblin. Yeah, we're doing it. Okay. Maybe not as good as I was hoping, but Ren's Resolve. Looking for another Melody. Okay, we find a Sticker Goblin. And a Great Furnace. So we can Kuldotha that Great Furnace. Kuldotha the Great Furnace. Play Brightstone Ritual again. Or we just try to attack. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 attackers. So that's not enough to kill them. I'm going to try drawing a card first. Yes! That's what I was looking for. A Melody right off the top. Play to your outs. Okay, Melody. Goblin again. Okay, now I think it's just GG here. Let's go Rite of Flame. Play some Petals out. We have 21 cards left in the deck. Play some creatures. Play Ren's Resolve. Let's see, we have a Tomb Raider. They scoop! Oh. Oh. Yes. Okay. Now, how are we going to handle their deck? So they're probably going to bring an End the Festivities against us. My original plan was to try to play mutagenic growths in this matchup. I don't really want to make their cards better by bringing in Goblin Caves. So I'm going to trim a Bushwhacker and a Mountain. And I'm going to trim one Rite of Flame. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so this is bolt protection for the name sticker goblin, basically. That was wicked sweet. That was really cool. They're playing first. This hand has so much power, but no lands. We have to mulligan. Okay. I guess I keep this, put back the Rite of Flame, and then I'm just going to make land drops and hope I draw into a way to go off. Alright, they play Voldaren Epicure. Land. Pass the turn. We drew another Rite of Flame. Not looking great. Melody doesn't do anything right now. They are going to Kuldotha. Of course, now our Brightstone Ritual makes 4 mana. Gets in for a 3. Let's play this Synthesizer. And a Reckless Lackey. Play a land. Guess I pass the turn. Opponent plays a Synthesizer. So the Lackey is bricking their 1/1s. They have a Kuldotha Rebirth. Oh man, that's so much mana. Okay. Blast Runner. Oh my goodness. They attack with everything. I'm going to block their Epicure. What do we got? Take 5. Basically looking for a Kuldotha Rebirth here. They play a Blast Runner. Okay, can we draw some goblins? Another Melody. Let's go with Brightstone Ritual into Crack the Synthesizer. Synthesizer again. Rite of Flame is fine. Let's crack the Synthesizer. We can draw 2 cards off the Samurais. Rite of Flame. We can crack this to draw a card as well. Because I'm going to draw a card here. Play the Sandstone Needle. And I guess I pass. This stinks. Didn't go very well. What's going on? Got some lag. Okay. There's a pretty good likelihood that we're dead here. They play Synthesizer. Finding a Mountain. They currently have 9 power on the table. Plays a Synthesizer again, finding another Mountain. Plays a Mountain. 1 card left in hand. They Kuldotha, finding an End the Festivities. So 6. So we have the trade here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I care about the Samurai? I can draw 1 card off of it. So the only thing that can save me here is like, I guess I just block. It doesn't really matter either way, right? They have End the Festivities that they can cast. There's a possibility that I can cantrip with the Distant Melody, and then, so I guess I just keep it this way. We'll go to 2, and then 1 off the End the Festivities. Alright, let's name sticker Goblin. Make some mana. We will cantrip, Distant Melody. I'll just say Samurai. Finding a Lackey. Rite of Flame. Sack the Lackey. Alright, GG. So, what did we learn? I feel like we just need to do the thing again. They brought in End the Festivities to handle my stuff. We just need more goblins and stuff like that. Bring the Rite of Flame back in. We'll get rid of all these these mutagenics. And my hand that I kept was pretty bad because it just didn't have any creatures. Let's go first. Okay, we have land Tomb Raider. I like that. The power play from Kuldotha. Land Tomb Raider, attack you. And then turn 2 Ren's Resolve. Or if we draw another 1-drop, we'll just plop 2 1-drops down. And you go to 18 on your turn 0. They play Mountain and a Lackey. Okay. They're going to attack in. So I could play my Lackey and block. Okay, never mind. Where are the aggro deck? Take another 5. That's sick. Hiya! Bam. They take 5. So that was pretty good for me because I didn't have to Ren's Resolve and like waste a land drop potentially. They play a Blast Runner. and a Blast Runner. No attacks, it looks like. Let's just play a Rend Resolve. Find a Lotus Petal and a Kuldotha. I think I'm going to pass. I could attack with the Tomb Raiders, but I don't think I want to do that right now. They have an Implement of Combustion, and cracks the Implement to draw a card. I didn't want to just play the Kuldotha Rebirth on a turn I'm not trying to go off, because they could just cast and end the festivities. They attack for 6. I'm looking for a Brightstone Ritual. What are you going to do? 1 mana. They think better of it for some reason. They're tapping their land, untapping their land again. Okay, we find a Distant Melody. So I'm going to go Rite of Flame and Rend Resolve. Bushwhacker? Okay, so I can Petal, Kuldotha, Bushwhacker. And then we didn't get to do the thing really, but we have, I think, the kill here. Red, attack. Because they can block 1 creature and take, I mean, at minimum they're taking 10 even if they have a burn spell. Kill this, take 10. And they go to 3, I guess. So they're not dead. Send. They can block a Lackey, bolt a Tomb Raider. Block a Kuldotha token, bolt a Tomb Raider. They're going to go to 2. Okay. They probably have End the Festivities now. Boulder and Epicure for the opponent. We go to 11. So I guess my play there was not very good. Should have just continued to Reckless Impulse, looking for ways to like get through. Now, at this point, our best draw is the Brightstone Ritual, because then we can make mana Reckless Impulse into Distant Melody by sacrificing the Lackey for blue. They have 4 creatures and I have 5 attackers, so I cannot get through to kill them this turn. But it doesn't look like they have the End the Festivities, so there's a chance that we could top deck well. I kind of miss... I didn't do the combat math. I just went in. I think our opponent's trying to figure out if they can afford to attack. They're going to sacrifice, making the Blast Runners 3/2s. So this is 8 damage. And if they have a Lightning Bolt, we're dead. Oh, it's 7 damage. Either way, Lightning Bolt, we're dead. That was a good match, I think, overall. We just... Oh, they have to have double bolt because they had a... Oh, neat. So let's see what we would have drawn. Kuldotha. We were not going to get there. Alright, 1-1. Let's go to round 3. Okay, we're in round 3 versus Fonda Perrineau. And they like to play... mono blue with like 65 boomerang effects. We have 2 1-drops and a Namesticker Goblin. I'm going to keep this. I don't think I want to go all in on the Namesticker Goblin on turn 1, just to get like a Rend Resolve and spin my wheels. They play a Thraben Inspector. Okay, let's play... I guess I'm going to do it this turn, since I can make a land drop. Namesticker Goblin. Reckless Impulse, looking for lands. Reckless Impulse again. Okay, found a land. Your turn. They are on Thraben Inspector into Novice Inspector. Okay. Another Thraben Inspector. So we're all just kind of stare at each other for a little bit here. We have a Brightstone Ritual. We play the Tomb Raider, Lotus Petal, and Rend Resolve. Okay. Next turn. It's going to happen. They'll at least draw 4 cards off the Rend Resolve. Or the Distant Melody. They're on blue-white. They tap their blue mana to Thoughtcast. So our best draw here is a Kuldotha Rebirth. Or really any other goblin. We just need to put more goblins on the table and draw more cards. And they're just plopping things down as well. We are going to stare at each other for a little bit here. We find the Kuldotha. Nice. Does that work actually? Because we Kuldotha this. We run out of mana. I guess it works. So we'll go Reckless Lackey, Kuldotha, the Lotus Petal, Brightstone Ritual, 7 mana, Rend Resolve. Darn. Crack this. Dang it. Synthesizer. Alright, well, that sucks. I feel like I threw there. I should have played the Distant Melody. I messed up. They get in for 8. I'm just going to take it. They're probably going to flip a ninja. They have double ninja? Okay. So we're only taking 4 damage here, but then they get to put 2 more enforcers on the table. This is just another race matchup, basically. We fizzled. Okay. I just had to use too many Lotus Petals there, I think. We have a Bushwhacker. Let's crack the Synthesizer. Rite of Flame. Alright, I'm just going to go to the next game. I mean, I guess I play the Sandstone Needle and pass, and then see what happens. There's a chance I could get there. They draw a card. Plays a Thoughtcast. Why did they pick up both the Enforcers? Oh, so they Moon Circuit Hackered both the Enforcers back? Interesting. Just so that they could have the Enforcers on defense? That makes sense, I guess. Can we draw a Distant Melody? But they probably have a counterspell in hand. So this is my only option. Brightstone Ritual. Sacrifice this, draw a Distant Melody, draw 5 cards. Alright, GG. I don't think I need to do anything. I'm just going to try again. There's a possibility that Pyroblast is okay. It's fine. I'm just going to run it back. No sideboarding. Okay, we're on the play again. We just want to do our thing. We have land into triple Tomb Raider. Turn 2 triple Tomb Raider should be a decent strategy. Land, pass the turn. They go plains into Thraben Inspector. Okay, land, petal, Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider, F6, take 6. That was fun. Plays a Crimson Acolyte, okay. Does not really affect me that much, I guess. Let's play this Synthesizer, see if we can draw something. Great Furnace is good. I'll pass the turn. I mean, they could... If they double block, I kill their Thraben Inspector and they take 4. Alright, they'll take the 4 here. Cool. Plays Plains. Another Crimson Acolyte, so now my creatures are going to be getting wrecked. They're on defense. So we want to combo off. Let's go Reckless Impulse, looking for lands and spells. Needle. Alright. Can't cast the Melody right now. Next turn we can go Lackey Petal into Distant Melody and play through a Metallic Rebuke. Drawing 4 cards. They get in for 1. So let's see if they flip a Ninja. Okay, they flip a Ninja. That means I don't have to worry about Metallic Rebuke potentially. Are you going to play an Acolyte again? Plays a Novice Inspector. More blocks. Okay. So I'll play the Lackey and then let's Distant Melody. Saving my Needle and not using it just yet. That way I have more mana on a later turn. Drawing 4 cards is good, but maybe like not as good as it could have been. Okay, so now we have Brightstone Ritual. So I think it makes sense to Kuldotha the Experimental Synthesizer now. Finding a Rite of Flame. So I can Rite of Flame, Synthesizer. Found a Ritual off the Synthesizer, that's good. Let's Kuldotha this other Synthesizer. Finding a Lackey. Let's Reckless Impulse first. There we go. There we go. We're doing it. Okay, Brightstone Ritual. Let's Brightstone Ritual first. Rends Resolve. Land. Play the Lotus Petal. Ah, they scooped. Yes. I mean, we're definitely getting some sweet games in, for sure. I don't know if it's like... I think we just have to work on the sideboard strategy. So they went all in on the Crimson Acolytes, but we could expect them to be on Hydroblast now. But I think we just have to try to navigate around the Hydroblasts. And that triple Tomb Raider start was pretty sweet. Okay, so I'm looking at my hand. I can go land, petal, Kuldotha, turn 2 Needle, turn 3 Tomb Raider Bushwhacker. I think I'm keeping this. Or we just go Needle and then try to... This is 3 mana on turn 2. They play an Ancient Den. If they do nothing, maybe we just go Kuldotha. Or we can go, if they do nothing, we just Petal, Tomb Raider, attack. That's probably the best play. Petal, Tomb Raider, attack. Oh man, we drew nothing. Petal, and I'll play my Tomb Raider and attack. They're at 18. So we're trying to pack in, make it so that they have to handle my stuff. They're going to get in. Looks like flip a ninja. Okay. So we can go attack for 2 and then Kuldotha the Petal. They play Novice Inspector. After playing the Ornithopter. We have a Furnace. I'll go ahead and attack. Right, they take it. Let's Kuldotha the Petal. They have a Hydroblast this time. Oh, maybe it's just Metallic Rebuke. Okay. That is sad. Now we have nothing going on. We're hoping to draw into a bunch of Reckless Impulses, but now we're just sitting here doing nothing, and they're probably going to be able to beat us. I probably should have mulliganed this hand. It's a learning experience. Of one mine from the opponent. We have nothing. Sad. Okay, Thraben Inspector. So, we're just... The best draw for us would be Reckless Impulse. They're going to get in and loot. We have a few turns maybe to build up, and they already used 1 Metallic Rebuke. Makes me think that they didn't necessarily bring in Hydroblasts. They're discarding a Springleaf Drum. Looks like they're going to... Okay, they cast a Thought Cast. Tapping off a blue, plays a Thraben Inspector. Play my Needle. At least these are sort of a ritual land. We can't afford to block the Hacker, though. Maybe I could have played the Bushwhacker to block the Hacker. Opponent says they like my videos. I appreciate that. I feel like that means I'm dead. So they're getting in. They can ninja this and then ninja this and draw 2 cards. That's the plan. They go to 4 cards in hand. I don't see a way for us to win here. I'm going to try to stick around. Ornithopter. Okay. Guess I play the land so I can play around Metallic Rebuke, play Reckless Impulse. Here's a Rebuke, so I'm glad I played it around. Oh, Blue Blast, okay. I'm just going to concede now. GG. We were kind of close. We were kind of close. All right, we'll see you in round 4. Round 4, we have a no-lander. We're on the draw. Okay, this is a bit better. I can probably put back the Bushwhack. Well, I think it's going to be the... So the least impactful card is... I think the Kuldotha... The second Kuldotha is probably not going to get there. Turn 2, we can go Lackey Tomb Raider. Our opponent's on islands. Like Needle and pass. They're considering. So that means that... I got an avatar, sorry. They're probably going to have... They're playing like Mono Blue Delver. Which is going to be tough for me. Play land. Just go ahead and play my Lackey. Get in for 1. We have like a really explosive hand here if we can untap with all this stuff. I just don't really want to force into their counter spells. They mental note. So they have 4 in the graveyard, 5, 6. If they play a land, they can play a terror. And then we can Namesticker Goblin into Ren's Resolve. They're on blue-black terror, okay. So they cannot terror this turn. Alright, we find a Great Furnace, so we can Tomb Raider. And that's 3 damage coming in. Let's see if they want to counterspell. Because if they do, we probably want to Ren's Resolve. I'm not sure. Alright, let's attack. They go to 16. Plays another land. I'm just trying to be patient here. I'm looking for an opening where they make a mistake and give me the chance to just go for it. Alright, they didn't do anything. I'll play this Needle and attack for 3. So at this point, I don't really want to F6 because this is not like as a sorcery. You can do it whenever. They play on land. Let's see if they tap out for a Lorien Revealed. Plays a Tolarian Terror, holding up Counterspell. Let's see. So if I Ren's Resolve and then Counterspell, then I can try to Namesticker Goblin and win the game. Cast a Rite of Flame. Cast Reckless Impulse. Cast a Rite of Flame. Now they're going to be afraid of the Distant Melody here. Let's play the Namesticker Goblin. See if they want a counterspell or a removal spell. They cast a counterspell. So I could Kuldotha the Great Furnace right now, and then attack with everything. Definitely want to get the Lotus Petal down. I'm just going to Kuldotha and then pass the turn. What are you going to do? They Fangs their Terror. Okay. So I'm glad that I didn't go all in on the Bushwhacker because we would have just gotten wrecked by it. Plays another Terror, 2 cards in hand. Cryptic Serpent. Okay, so this is our shot. Z. Okay. Distant Melody, Goblin. Okay. Play the Great Furnace, tap it. We'll go Rite of Flame, Tomb Raider, Ren's Resolve, and they have 2 blockers. We have to deal them 20 damage. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attackers. So our best chance is that we find a draw spell off this Reckless Lackey. Because this is not enough to win. 2 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait. 8 times 2 is 16, 17, 18. They would block these 2, and all these are 1/1, so 4, 7, 8. That's just 16 damage. Alright, let's see if we can get there. We did not get there. I'm conceding. If they didn't have the Unexpected Fangs, and I can't draw more cards, unfortunately. We played to it, but we didn't get there. So we need the Pyroblasts, and we can trim on a Bushwhacker. Maybe just the Rite of Flames. Keep the Bushwhacker in. So we can potentially just explode out the gate using the Namesticker Goblin with protected by Pyroblast and win the game that way. They didn't seem to have any number of anglers, at least in that game. Alright, we're on the play. I'll keep this. Needle pass. So if they tap out... They play an Aquifer. Okay. Find another Melody. Let's Ren's Resolve. Looking for lands and spells. Did not get there. Pass the turn. They play an Island. Find a Needle. So we're going to Reckless Impulse again. We have the Pyroblast in exile. Face up. Go land into Reckless Lackey. So if they tap out, or if we find enough lands to be able to Namesticker Goblin off, we can sacrifice our Reckless Lackeys for the blue mana. And they're going to counterspell the Reckless Lackey. Interesting. Alright, they pass. Let's play Lackey again. See if they want to counterspell again. I'll go ahead and swing. They Thought Scour themselves, milling Unexpected Fangs and Thought Scour. They're going to Brainstorm. I have not even seen this one. Does a Warhammer Brainstorm? Huh. I guess they're looking for lands. We also need a land, but in order to go off, it would be better to have like Great Furnace, Namesticker Goblin, Pyroblast your thing. Pyroblast the counterspell. Okay, they're not going to play a creature, but they did find a land, and they seem to be Brainstorm locked. We find a Brightstone Ritual. Play this Lotus Petal. Let's see if I can get this Namesticker Goblin to resolve. They're going to counterspell. I'm going to Pyroblast. Okay, that resolved. Now I'm going to sacrifice this to draw a card, make a blue. Play a Namesticker Goblin again. That didn't work. I messed that up. Yikes. That's a big yikes. Okay, pass the turn. I should have played the Sticker Goblin first, then cracked it, then I could have also Brightstone Ritualed in the middle of that, but I just completely punted there. Our opponent's going to Brainstorm. Best case scenario for us, they don't have a Snuff Out, and they tap out to play some creatures. Then we go Namesticker Goblin and Distant Melody, draw 2, or we draw another creature, maybe the Reckless Lackey. We've used 2 Lackeys already and a Lotus Petal, so we have 5 ways to make blue. And then we cast Distant Melody and draw like 4 cards, and then go off from there somehow. They cycle Alluring Revealed, clearing the Brainstorm. They find a regular island. They can play that. So let's see if they play the 6/5 here. Plays a Terror. Looking for another Terror. Play another Terror. So that gives us an opportunity. Find a Lotus Petal. I'll play the Namesticker Goblin and see if they have it. Did not have it. Distant Melody. We're going to choose Guest. Petal. Go Bushwhacker. Draw 3 cards. This time we have to choose Goblin, not Guest. We can make 3 mana. Synthesizer. So Kuldotha is the best draw. Another Bushwhacker. Cast the Bushwhacker. Brightstone Ritual. Reckless Impulse. We're drawing some cards. Kuldotha the Synth. Fighting another Kuldotha. Play land. Kuldotha the Petal. Play the Mountain. Pass the turn. I mean, we're on the table. It's turn 6. We haven't really done anything. And they can just fangs their creature and kill us. So at this point, we just have to attack and hope. But they could also just have an arms or suffocating fumes and win the game. We'll see in round 5. Round 5. Okay, we mulligan a 0-lander. And we can keep this hand. And then put back, I guess, a synthesizer. And lead on Lackey and attack. We can turn to the Rite of Flame into the synthesizer or just play the synthesizer blind looking for a land. Our opponent plays a forest. Arbor Elf, so they're on Ponza. It's really not great for me. Play a Needle and attack you. They're probably going to blow up the Sandstone Needle here. They play a Wild Growth on the forest. Now they have 4 mana. Okay, they still have 4 mana because they played another Wild Growth. They can untap the forest with the Arbor Elf and tap it again for 3, making back up to 4. And then if they play an Acid Moss, they don't have the Acid Moss? What? Get in for 1? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and play Synthesizer. We have a Tomb Raider. Let's see if I hit a land. Find a Lackey. So I can go Lackey into Tomb Raider. And attack you for 3. Or 4. So now Brightstone Ritual makes 3 mana. But we can't Distant Melody just yet. And our opponent didn't have any land destruction spells last turn, so I'm not sure if they'll have it again. Or have it this turn, I mean. They play a forest, 3 mana. They're going to untap the forest. So now they have 6. Plays a Generous Ent, making a food token. Okay, they're going to attack for 1 again. No attacks. We find another Tomb Raider. So I'm just going to play that and pass the turn. Right now this makes 4, so I have 4, 5, 6, 7 mana available. They crack the food and go to 17. I think we can combo through only green mana for sure. I guess we have to be worried about something like Weather the Storm. Okay, they play Avenging Hunter, which will give them a dual land. And then they can untap the dual land to cast, like, Pirate or something. No, they just grab a mountain. Not my bad. The Avenging Hunter gets a basic, not a dual land. 4 cycling from the Generous Ent could have gotten them a dual land. So they currently have 4 blockers. I suppose if they attack, maybe we attack. I'm not sure if that's a great plan, though. A Great Furnace. Let's crack the Synthesizer. We find a Rite of Flame. So this is these are all pirates. 4 pirates and a samurai. We play this land. Rite of Flame. Do I want to Rite of Flame again and then sacrifice the Lackey? Or if I Brightstone Ritual right now and sacrifice the Lackey, then I'll have 3, 4 mana on the next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I can Brightstone Ritual again. This adds 3. I think it's better to just Rite of Flame, draw a card off this Lackey here. Reckless Impulse. Pass the turn. We're going to be dead pretty soon. A lot of this deck seems to rely on Kuldotha Rebirth as well, so maybe we need to go back into a token strategy. It's too bad there aren't another, like, Kuldotha type thing that we can play in this deck. Or maybe we just want to add more goblins in general, more 1-drops. They're going to make one of their creatures bigger, the Arbor Elf. Okay. They're going to play Boarding Party, revealing Acid Moss. That's pretty bad. They get in for 6. Okay. I'll take 6. I go to 13. Another Distant Melody. Just Brightstone Ritual and draw 3, I guess. This is not where I wanted to be. Seems like their last card in hand is a removal spell. Maybe not. We're going to draw 3 cards. Alright. I'm dead. Didn't get there. I feel like this deck has a lot of potential and I just need to work it out. So is there anything that we can really do? Maybe the mutagenic, but I don't think so. Okay, we're on the play. We have land Tomb Raider attack into turn 2 Reckless Impulse. Land, play the Goblin Tomb Raider. And we will attack. Our opponent plays a Utopia Sprawl on red, so they're probably going to play Cannonades. Find a Distant Melody. So I Reckless Impulse now or next turn? I think now is probably just better. And we attack. A Wild Growth, so nothing this turn. They could bolt my creature. They just pass. I can Rite of Flame and Bushwhacker, or Ren's Resolve first. Mountain and Bushwhacker. So they're going to take 5 now. We have the Lotus Petal in exile. We blow up a land or play Cannonade. Llanowar Visionary, neither of those things. Okay. So Brightstone Ritual adds 1 mana. Let's start on the Synthesizer, actually. Finding a Rite of Flame. So I have to Rite of Flame here. Cast the Ren's Resolve. Finding a Synthesizer. Let's play that. Kuldotha Rebirth. Okay, so we can Rite of Flame, Kuldotha Rebirth, away the Synthesizer, drawing another card. Find a Distant Melody. So I can make 5 mana right now and Distant Melody. Or I can just Distant Melody, because I have the Mountain. And then if I want to keep going, I'll try it. Draw for a Goblin. Alright, I don't think I want to do anything else, so let's go land into... Actually, this wins the game. It wins the game. Brightstone Ritual, Tomb Raider, Bushwhacker, Bushwhacker. Almost completely punted and didn't win the game. Should have just gone for it. Attack with everything. You're dead. Alright, fair enough. Match tied. Try it again. Okay, we have a hand that I think is capable of doing things. Our opponent goes Forest, Arbor Elf. We're going to land into... I could Rite of Flame, Reckless Lackey, or just Lackey here. I suppose if they blow up my land on turn 2 and I don't draw a land, I'm going to be dead. They're making some mana. They're blowing up my... Nope, they're playing Llanowar Visionary. Okay, Needle. Play another Lackey. Okay, your turn. They have 4 mana. 2 from the Forest, 1 for the Arbor Elf, and 1 from the Visionary. I was pretty lucky to draw a land there for sure. They play another land. 3 mana. Plays another Visionary. If they attack with the Visionary, we can double block and kill it because my goblins have first strike. They're untapping the land. Cycles a Generous Ent. Grabbing the red tap land. I think I'm going to lead on Synthesizer. Because we have enough mana to cast something off of it, unless it's a Distant Melody. On another Synthesizer. Let's cast that. On a Reckless Impulse. Sweet. Cast that. Okay, Ren's Resolve, Distant Melody. Well, we currently don't have the mana to cast Distant Melody. And we have one in hand. Let's see what happens here. They untap the Ridge Line, so they can cast a Pirate now. Cast a Generous and tapping out. I'm going to lead on Ren's Resolve. Find a Mountain. I think I'm going to Rite a Flame into the next Ren's Resolve. Or Reckless Impulse this time. Jeez. Okay, I'm drawing Reckless Impulses. So we have 1 Distant Melody in hand. 1 in the exile zone. We currently don't have a way to have blue mana. I didn't want to sacrifice the Reckless Lackeys because then I would just lose my creature to Distant Melody with. They have 3 mana. They Thermokarst my Needle. I think that's fine. They could attack with their 5/7, I guess. I'm just going to cast Reckless Impulse again. I can double block the Visionaries. They don't feel like attacking with a Generous Ent. Okay. Reckless Impulse. And a Synthesizer. And more Distant Melodies. Play the Synthesizer. Cover Lotus Petal. Play a Mountain. Play the Mountain. Let's get the Tomb Raider on the battlefield. Okay. This has been a very strange draw. I really wanted to beat... I was hoping that... I think that red can probably beat Ponza if we have good draw. I think that our draw was pretty medium. Although we can start popping out Synthesizer tokens. And then just Distant Melody on Samurais. They're casting a Boarding Party, and that finds an Abrade. So they can take out a creature, or the Synthesizer, or my land. They go for Kill Your Land. Gets in. There's a Lotus Petal. So we can draw 3 cards here on Goblin. Play Needle and pass the turn. Next turn, we'll have 6 goblins if we don't die here. So hopefully we can actually draw and win the game. They're going to get in for 6 again. Okay, I'll take it. We go to 8. What's the likelihood that they're holding up a Weather the Storm? Probably decent. Let's Kuldotha a Synthesizer. Then we have Kuldotha tokens to block the pirate with. A Needle. Okay. I'll play that. Just crack a Synthesizer here. Bushwhacker. Put that on the table. We don't have blue mana right now. We're pretty dead to Cannonade. I think that's my last Bushwhacker that I have in hand. Do they have a Cannonade? Don't. Okay, we're dead. GG. We had some really sweet turns, but in the end, we won the first match and then just floundered for the rest. That was really sweet though in the beginning. I think that the deck is having issues with having enough creatures in play, so I think we probably want to go to Mog War Marshal and battle him instead of Rite of Flame. So maybe 7 of these would be enough. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to test this around, and hopefully you enjoyed. I think that everybody should start working on this deck and see if it's good, or if not, enjoy a couple of solitaire turns. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.